Ma'am. Ma'am.
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
What is glamour? Frailty.
High school sports are back. The 2018-19 season kicks off, and you could watch every ProView Network broadcast live on the NFHS network. Every moment, from every game, from every sport, including all NMAA state championships. Get your highly discounted monthly pass now. Go to ProViewNetworks.com and sign up. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club, or DreamstyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
The service department at Gala Chevrolet is clean, modern, and ready for you. Our master technicians service every make and model, including certified service on any GM vehicle. Service done right the first time, every time, right here at the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of 505 Food Fights. Last week we saw the ladies Marie and Sarah challenge the boys from Turtle Mountain. And if you want to know who won, just take a quick look at this video. Last week, our victors were Sarah and Marie, and they presented some really good dishes for us.
Yeah.
I still can't stop thinking about that sausage and biscuits. So your three secret ingredients were?
Yes. So our 3 ingredients last week were wild boar. It was a whole hind leg bone in, so there had to be some butchery involved. We did fresh okra, which, yes, it does come fresh. It's not just breaded in a bag in the freezer section already. And we had mini donuts, both chocolate and powdered mini donuts. So To which one competitor, Sarah specifically, started jumping up and down and
In the
lost her
kitchen,
mind for.
I know. She was so excited about those donuts.
But yeah, we got those 3 ingredients together. I thought it was a little unique mix. A lot of ways you can transform it, and one of the things that set them apart was their transformation. Marie pulled out the meat grinder right away and started making some sausage gravy, biscuits and gravy. Biscuits had the donuts
were
folded
so
into it. It was really interesting to see how they used all 3 ingredients in both dishes.
I was
but
really
yeah.
impressed with the bread pudding they put out as well.
I was just going to say that's one that really knocked the judges'
Yeah.
socks off. We had 3 judges that really just unanimously said that bread pudding was probably one of the best things that they've had.
And the
So,
boys came out swinging. I mean,
really did.
that pasty was
Yeah.
was phenomenal. The creaminess on the inside and the meat was caramelized.
The hand pies, yeah, those are just absolutely amazing. Again, transformation, making a lot of doughs and stuff from scratch. They used all 3 ingredients. The presentation was phenomenal. So it was a close one. It was a really close one. So Marie and Sarah really edged out. Congratulations, ladies.
Yeah, I was really happy for them, of course. And I mean, it's kind of hard because after getting to know all the chefs, you root for all of them, but there can only be one team that wins.
Right, and I was thrilled just not to have to judge this one.
Yeah.
I try to judge some of them, but we had 3 very qualified judges in this one, and I was just thrilled to sit back and watch it happen and not have to draw any lines or anything like that for
And
any
it
of
was
these people.
1 point that separated our winners from the other team. Is that correct?
On the judges' scorecards, yeah. On it was. I don't remember the exact category. It was close. They all got really high marks, and all 4 dishes. Even the guys from Turtle Mountain did like a schnitzel. Actually, they pounded out some of the boar, buttermilk and cornmeal breaded. They did it like, I wanted to say it was like a take on an Oscar. They had like a little crab cake on top of it, and they used the okra. So it was really interesting.
Green chili hollandaise. Oh, that was so good. I remember that sauce now.
Yeah, there was a lot of amazing stuff that was put forward. So I'm really, really proud of all of them. It was a close one, and I know Marie and Sarah are excited to pick up their first 505 food fight win. So.
And so Marie and Sarah are actually going to have to fight Sean and Izzy at some point. Is that correct?
They are going to. The trash talking has already begun. I've seen it online. But yeah, Sarah and Marie are now facing our first week winners, who were Sean Staggs from Bien Sure and Izzy from the shop up at Nob Hill. But yeah, I'm excited to see that one. They've got weeks and weeks of trash talking to come, and it's all going to come to fruition for them. I'm sure that somebody's going to regret something said.
Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. That's just how it's going.
Absolutely.
So we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to talk with the last season's champion, Dominic Valenzuela, who is competing this week, tomorrow night on 505 Food Fights. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club, or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
High school sports are back. The 2018-19 season kicks off, and you could watch every ProView Network broadcast live on the NFHS network. Every moment, from every game, from every sport, including all NMAA state championships. Get your highly discounted monthly pass now. Go to ProViewNetworks.com and sign up. Watch New Mexico's best.
I think that's one of the things is they're just going to try to get you
We're
going
back
for-
on 505 Food Fights, and today we have with us this week's competitor tomorrow night and last season's singles champion, Mr. Dominic Valenzuela from Dia de los Tacos.
That's right.
Dominic, we keep hearing your name. People keep saying, we got to get Dominic, we got to get Dominic. How does
Yeah.
it feel to be the most wanted man?
Well, it's, I was just thinking about that before you asked. And, last season, I was kind of like the underdog. I just moved back into town, and so nobody really knew of me. So I was kind of under the radar. Some chefs knew of me and stuff like that, and were already placing their bets. But still, I think a lot of people didn't really know what kind of tools I had in my bag. And so now the cat's out of the bag, and so now it's everybody's, which is great. That's what we want to do. We want to level up
out of the bag, because
I
we know
think that-
you've been putting on dance shows for us in the kitchen while other competitors are going
Is that
on.
I thought that's going to be a category, right, on the judging?
That's right.
Dance,
Yeah.
That's like the extra
That's
credit.
the tiebreaker right there. Is
Exactly,
a dance off.
is the
So
dance-off.
you're just getting ready for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I think you put that target on your back with the fiery food show last year.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, so that was a special edition food fights that we had for the fiery food show,
Right.
and you went through and ran through the competition finals against Sean Staggs.
Exactly.
Actually,
Well, I really hope that I don't have to meet again.
I was gonna say that's.
I was about to ask, how are you going to feel if you got to compete against Sean?
Oh man. Well, if we did compete, it would be what, in the semis?
It would be in the semifinals.
In the
so you
semifinals.
guys have both got to get some more victories before you see each other again.
Exactly. He's just a tough competitor, and he's so focused over there, and he really loves what he does and stuff. So I mean, I really felt like I kind of edged that last one out. But I got so much respect for the guy. I got so much respect for all these chefs that are on here.
Well, while you're doing your little dance show in the kitchen, Sean comes in and watches the other chefs, and I've noticed
Oh, absolutely.
he's paying close attention to what's going on.
Oh, absolutely.
So I know you're not just playing in the kitchen either. I know you're over there seeing what
Oh,
the other
absolutely,
chefs are up
yeah.
to. But and I don't feel like it's a competitive nature. I just feel like you guys are learning the skills of each other. You guys are coming in and saying, wow, that's a pretty cool idea, or I didn't know you could do that, or,
Right.
Why didn't I think of that? And I think it's good to get those creative juices flowing to see your fellow competitors compete.
No, exactly. I mean, we're there to have fun. We're all just getting off of our shift and stuff, kind of venting a little bit, relaxing. Talking shit to one another, but I think
Dancing in the kitchen.
yeah, dancing. I mean, shoot, the dancing in the kitchen is the best because the floor is a little greasy. Your feet just slide around a little bit better.
James Brown, baby.
The
You
ladies
James
and I
Brown
were
moves.
loving the show last week. We were loving the show. You even tied the bandana around your head. We were good.
Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna have more of that. For sure. We like to have fun. I'm excited to be with my boy Raul.
I was just gonna say
this
different
week.
dynamic this time though. Doubles.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
that's gonna be? Does that work against you in any way? Having another person in the kitchen and your background, your style, does that?
No, I think that I like the way that you set this one up, where we have 5 minutes to kind of talk. Me and Raul, we're both quick and we get on the same page right away. So when we talk about who's going to do what and stuff like that, and we both work good under pressure, in a short period of time. So I think that we are.
He's not a partner that you've worked with in the kitchen before, right? This is a business partner.
Yeah, exactly. Business partner, but we've done like some caterings and stuff like that together. We still we're business partners, so we do kind of communicate a lot of times during the week or whatever. And hey, I need you to do this for me. I need to do that. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then that's it. 1, 2, 3.
So
break.
Raul himself has run very deep in these tournaments as well.
Yeah.
So this is a powerhouse combo already. I know a lot of
Absolutely,
people are going to be looking at you to make it deep.
Oh, yeah,
Does
for
that,
sure.
does that make it easier, or is it just more difficult in general, knowing that every time you step into a battle, people are expecting this from you?
No, I mean, I like that. I like that pressure, and so I just always just show up, and
So
I think
who's he
that's what we
competing
do.
against this week?
So there's 2 chefs out of, I want to say they both work at El Farol in Santa Fe. We got Jeffrey Smith, who's also a part of Cleaver and Blade, and Esteban Dominguez. So I know they work together currently on a regular basis. So they already have some kind of dynamic, some kind of bond and communication.
Well, we saw this week that doesn't necessarily play well for you. I mean, the Turtle Mount guys, they did a great job, but the ladies eked out their win.
That's
so
true.
just because you have that charisma in the kitchen already, I don't think that's necessarily an advantage in this one.
Absolutely. I've been excited from the jump to see what works best. Is it people that work together? Is it executive chef and executive? I know we've got down the line, we've got some executive chef teamed up with like pastries and bakers and stuff, so they're going to go with a sweet and savory thing. So I'm really curious, but in the end, I think it's just going to come down to execution of the ingredients.
Right.
So.
I think Jeffrey may have a kind of a step up or whatever, because I always just played to the judges, and Jeffrey has been a judge. So
Yes.
he kind of has that
Actually.
inside look of what the judges may be actually looking for or whatever. So, you know, that may be something that
That's
maybe
true, actually. I
I'm
didn't
a-
even think about that. I've specifically coached Jeffrey on being the judge for this competition.
Yeah.
So he might have a little bit of knowledge as to what we are looking for
Exactly. So I
above
think
and
that,
beyond.
yeah. But then again, I did win, you know, all of my battles. So I think I know what the judges like
Right.
too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you are. Yeah, so you're the only undefeated 505 food fight competitor right now.
Wow.
keep the
That's
streak
even more
alive.
pressure.
Yeah,
Keep
let's
the streak alive.
Wow, loving it.
So, Chef Mike, do you know this week's ingredients already?
Of course I do. I'm prepared. No. I know one of the ingredients.
You haven't decided on the other two yet?
No, I'm so on the fence here. You know, I try not to necessarily consider the people that are in the competition. I just try to consider ingredients, you know what I mean, and not be affected by who's competing or anything. So regardless of Dom, you know, Raul, Jeffrey, and Esteban, it's just tough, you know, because you really want to challenge these guys, but it's still, you know, for charity, and I don't want to just be outright mean to you
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So, I mean,
I'm hoping for the mean.
I got
I'm
people
hoping
encouraging me to put like pop rocks and
Pop
stuff,
rocks,
and,
yes.
Yeah.
you know.
And no, we've been trying like really hard to get him to put a live animal in the scenario.
Oh, really? Oh.
There's a lot of pressure. I don't know how the crowd will feel about that, so I don't think I
yeah.
can do that. You know
Oh,
what I
man.
mean? I don't know.
I'm not scared.
You're
but,
like, let's
yeah.
do it anyways.
We're gonna have to start handing out raincoats.
I
too,
know.
'cause this past week.
Oh,
I know,
was
it's splatting.
There was
was like,
meat
what is
splattering
happening right now?
everywhere.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. You know, it gets wild in these competitions. You know, when you've been in there and the clock's going, 60 minutes. This is like what 18 minutes is what it
Yeah.
really feels like. I mean, you're sitting there, you're just prepping, and by the time you even know what you're doing, you got people shouting at you, dishes out in 20 minutes.
Well, guys, we got to take a quick break. But when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more with Dominic about how he's going to do tomorrow night. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or DreamStyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Hello, everyone, and we're back on 505 Food Fights. And Chef Mike and I are joined with Dominic Valenzuela today.
That's it.
And you are competing tomorrow night, Dominic, with Fernando Ruiz, you said?
No,
Raul
Maestas.
Maestas.
Raul Maestas,
Yeah, we were
I
talking
apologize.
about. It
You're
was
right, you're
sad
right.
to see Fernando leave
Yeah.
the tournament. You know.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Raul Maestas. Tell us about the background though. Like, where you guys?
So me and Raul, we worked at. I actually hired him onto Sakura Sushi and Grill. I was the head sushi chef there.
Okay.
And I needed a sushi chef, but they also needed a kitchen cook too. So I told the owners, I was like, I'd like to have him for sushi, you know. And they actually said, No, we actually need him for the kitchen, you know, so they really fought really hard to have him in the kitchen, you know, but so he ended up working in the kitchen, but I could just see him peeking through the window, you know, just studying me all the time, you know, watching every little thing that I did, and then he even like tried it on his own, you know, doing sushi and stuff. And then I left there to open up my food truck, Dia de los Tacos. Opening day, I was planning on doing 500 tacos. I was going to do it by myself. And I, you know, reality struck, and I was like, there's no way, you know. So I called up Raul. I was like, hey, can you help me out this day? And he was like, hell yeah, you know. So he came down. We banged out 500 tacos.
Nice.
And that was opening day at Dia de los Tacos. And from that point on, I just asked him every time that we were setting up, hey, can you help me out? And whenever he could, he would come help, you know. But I would say that, you know, me and him were like, he was definitely partnered up with me in beginning it, you know, a huge part of it. Then I left to go to San Diego, and he stayed. And he started his own food truck, started back at Sakura part-time, and actually learned sushi there.
Okay.
Became a sushi chef there. And, you know, so we just kind of kept in touch, you know. He hits me up every now and then when I was in San Diego, and like, when are you coming back? Come on, like, we got great opportunities out here. And I just kept telling him it's not the right time, not the right time. And then this time around, it was right on the money, you know. So we linked up, we partnered up, you know, and now we have our 3 businesses.
Okay.
Dia de los Tacos, Ohana Hut, and our Street Food Boulevard is the food truck, yeah.
Nice.
Don't you do sushi rolling parties as well?
We do sushi classes, yeah.
Yeah.
So I call that part of Ohana Hut, you know,
Okay.
but yeah, like the tools that we have between the two of us, you know, we have all different things that we can do, and really we're just doing what we love, cooking. So anytime anybody has an event or whatever, it's hard for us to say no. You know, we just want to make it the best that we can. Yeah.
Are you seeing a lot more business after your win of single season of Food Fights?
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
know, just word is continuing to spread, and you know, everybody always says word of mouth is always the best advertising, and it's very true. You know,
That's
we
good.
definitely have a cult following.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Have you guys discussed tomorrow night already? Is there a game plan? Is one of you going to take the lead? Are you guys just going to roll with it when the ingredients are uncovered?
We did, but we had a couple drinks when we said it, and I felt like, so I gotta we gotta regroup.
You gotta run
or
that
whatever.
back real quick?
Yeah, we gotta run that back real quick because now I'm kind of cloudy on it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe it'll come to you once you get a few drinks tomorrow night.
Exactly. You know, that's usually how it happens, man. You gotta shake off the jitters.
You always seem very cool and calm and collected. You seem like you don't necessarily have a plan going in, but once you get there, your execution in your mind, you can see it just flow right through onto, you know, the cutting board and the plate.
Absolutely.
And it's pretty interesting to watch. You aren't like some of the other chefs. Some of the other chefs, Sean Staggs will just get absolutely silent. And, you know, he focuses, and I think that's what makes his food so incredibly delicious. And,
Absolutely.
and his presentation is incredible. But you have a lot of personality and flavor, and I feel like that comes out on your plate. And, you know, especially with the variety of tacos that you carry and how everything has so much color and vibrancy to it, I feel like your food reflects you very well.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, when I get there, you can't hide anything, you know. So like, either you can cook or not. And I've been doing this for 20 years now, or in restaurants. So I just, if I don't have it by now, then I don't know if I'm ever gonna get it. You know, so I finally trusted in myself, believed in myself, and what you see now is like this total culmination of everything that I've learned and everything that is me. You know, and how I present myself. You know.
So, Chef Mike, who are the chefs competing to benefit this week? Who is our charity?
So everything this week is going to be for a Safe House New Mexico, which is a women's shelter. They help place a lot of women that have experienced some very hard times.
I've heard of them before.
Yeah, so they're going to be out here this week. Somebody we always try to help out every time we do something like this. So again, thank you for doing this, and you know, hopefully we can get a lot of people out there and raise a lot of money for Safe House.
And I know last week we did Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Last week was Make-A-Wish Foundation, which was fantastic. You know, love helping them out. They helped our family out actually once, which was fantastic.
Curtis told me the story about
Yeah,
that, and
yeah.
he actually told me the in-depth story, and I found it so heartwarming, and he was so grateful for what they did for his family. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great to see these amazing organizations who are actually out there helping people, especially those who need it the most. And to know that what we're doing is helping contribute to these organizations makes me feel like we're doing our part for them as well.
And we try to spread it out all the way over, you know, New Mexico, and keep it local, and really try to help out our own communities. This year alone, I actually just did the math last week. and we have just crossed the $30,000 mark of money donated
Wow,
this year.
that's incredible.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we're on pace to donate $48,000 this year. And hopefully that's just a starting point where we can keep going, even bigger and bigger. But yeah, I mean, every single week we just got to show up and do it.
Absolutely. I think that's what's most fulfilling for me is the fact that we give back to charity, and that this whole thing is part of just giving back. It's very important to me, and what I believe. Like you got to continue to pay it forward, and as it comes in, you got to push it right back out. So.
Oh yeah. Next week we got another big one coming out as far as our charities. We're doing it for Watermelon Mountain Ranch. So you got to help the animals too, and they always bring a big crowd, really big crowd. So that's one of the best parts is that every week we get to rotate and really benefit somebody else locally here.
Well, what I've been noticing actually is as we've moved forward, the groups or organizations that we have contributed to actually keep coming week after week.
Yeah.
So I'm noticing that
they're just having a good time as well. They see like, all right, this isn't just a fundraiser, this is an actual good time, so they'll just come back and keep showing up.
And at the same time, they know that they're contributing to other good causes in the community by coming in and paying that door charge. So it's actually kind of like they're trying to pay it forward to the other groups as well, and it's this nice little cycle that I'm seeing. So that's extremely encouraging.
That's the great part about the Food Fights. There's this just strong community of giving that we're keeping going.
And I know that we're getting a lot of different types of coverage for the event as well. There's podcasts, and ABQ Live Magazine has been coming out and photographing the event. There seems to be a really growing interest, and people are starting to notice that this is no small thing. And
a lot of local publications as well. We have actually one of our judges from Los Foodies was out there, bring a photographer every week as well.
And I already talked to them. They're coming out tomorrow night again, and
they're loving it. They got to capture this. Come on now.
That's what I told him. He said he was bringing his cousin, the photographer. I said, well, you got to have that visual element with the food, right?
That's right.
People are going to want to see all that. So, I think it's.
I got to know real quick. We were talking about this off camera. Other side of the bracket. Is there anyone that you want to face? Any team that you don't want to face?
Ooh.
The other side of the bracket is looking pretty heavy. You got teams like Randy and Jason. You've got Martin and Tony on that side. You've got Steven and Tracy. Oh, gosh, I'm slipping on some of them, but
yeah, it's hard to think that far ahead. If I had to choose who I would like to face, of course, I'd like to face my co-worker Alan Tucson, and his teammate. Of course, I'd like to meet them in the championship. That would be good for us.
That'd be fun.
But I've battled Tracy before, and Tracy's tough. She's focused. Her and Sean kind of have a little thing where they're whispering that into each other's ear and stuff. So.
So it's like
I kind of
battling her with the ghost of Sean.
Exactly. I called Tony and Martin. I said that's a pretty awesome team right there. So I'm excited to see what they do. And if it's us and them in the championship, then giddy up.
That's all I had to know right
Giddy
there.
up.
All right, Chef. Well, why don't you tell everybody where they can find us tomorrow night for Food Fights?
So we're going to High Point Grill. That's 9780 Coors Boulevard. It's northwest Albuquerque. We start off at 9 o'clock, so try to get there a little early. You can get there at 8:30, whatever. Come in, get your drinks, get settled. But yeah, every Thursday night, 9 o'clock, High Point Grill. Let's get out there. Let's support our communities.
Let's go.
Raise some money and
Have a good
watch
time.
an awesome show.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely hope we get to see you guys out there, and we look forward to seeing you again next week on 505 Food Fights. Thanks, and have a great day.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
What is glass?